Up. Yep.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store. As over the
Thanksgiving night. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fight, 60.
It's Tucker. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Woods. Well, the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Algier is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
An extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
1st and 10, Young. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Here we go, set. 22 meters.
Young off the play fake. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
They go play action. Young. Flushed out right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And we're working across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The Chiefs at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You look at this Carolina defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses, but when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. Mahomes going to throw. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Gregory Rousseau, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here now a 3rd and 20. The play fake, now Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd down, Young from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
52 blaster.
To throw, Young. Forced out to his left. They find some open field here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Here we go. Come on, 38.
Open man is Mingo, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Now here's Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tucker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second, here's Algier. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Sheds off the tackle. Still fighting. And he will be brought down with a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now Patrick going to change the play. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing, Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tucker. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on second down is Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Young. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Blue strike.
Now Young on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To the air once more, Young. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught,
They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It is caught by Shaheed, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, it's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd down and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Yellow. 15. Gotta go, baby.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it. This out to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Gives it to Algier to start things off. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A full left side taken in by Connect. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, 43, 40, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Attack, attack.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man. It's London. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
Yellow. 15, 15.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
to about the 35, second down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw, Young. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Panther first down.
Watch out now. 52.
A play fake. Now Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A second down throw for Young. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter. Maybe try to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Second down, Young. Flushed out right. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Young on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Attack! Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Following the interception, Young flush to his right. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And again back to Komet. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
We've seen this throw a few times in this game. Offensive line able to keep leverage, able to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. Striker. 3-3. 52.
Now Young. That's caught at the 2. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Go.
He's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Now Mahomes. Open man is Connect, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run. It's Tucker. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Young off the play fake. Open man is Tucker. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That's caught by Tucker. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this is going to be intercepted. Look at the big man rumble. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match that opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick-6. Young. He'll buy some time right. He's got Mingo. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they come up with one timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10.
Drill, 52.
They go play action. Young steps away. And his throw here's incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, 15, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they're just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
43.
Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Mahomes to throw it. That's thrown underneath Algier. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes will throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And that's a touchdown as they broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Butker now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
10 seconds.
Here's Young. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Still on his feet. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. I hope you've enjoyed your Thanksgiving. All tied, so you still got a reason to avoid Uncle Ed a little longer as the kick is away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's first down.
Easy.
Starting the drive with Algier. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Algier going straight ahead. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful. Oh, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hustle.
And they'll run with Tucker. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 4th down and 9.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
What can Young do in the OT? That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have a Panther Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, Young. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. Now Young rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give you unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the